Hola, buenos días, buenas tardes, o buenas noches. My name is Bianca Flores, and I'm currently a senior at the University of Houston, and I'm majoring in teaching and learning with an EC through 6 generalist certification. If I could pick any grade level to teach, I think I would choose either the younger students, pre-K or kindergarten, or the much older students, which I've also had an experience with, the 5th and 6th graders. A little bit more about me. I do have a daughter. Um, this is my senior year, where she's there staying with me as I graduated high school. And the next picture will show how she looks like now. She's currently 10 years old, and she is my light on a rainy day. Sunshine out of a rainy day, I should say. Um, with my experience with being bilingual, speaking Spanish and English, Natalie has been a prime example. We She grew up in my parents' household, so she struggled with learning how to speak English later on. My parents are Mexican, and Spanish was the first language spoken. Natalie had to deal with not knowing that there was a language barrier growing up. She grew up with only speaking Spanish until she was 3 years old. She was placed in a bilingual academy where she was able to learn to speak English. Upon this bilingual academy, it affected her way of learning how to read and write Spanish, because English did come more naturally to her after that. We did move out of my parents' house, and she no longer had to use Spanish as her prime language at home. It was mostly English because she lived with me. Growing up, we both knew that being bilingual was a must. My mother does not speak English fluently at all, and Natalie and myself have been translators for her. We have learned that she can understand the language, but it does take some time to learn it. Next picture does show my father. He was able to teach us. My father learned to speak, read, and write English throughout the years of living here. He did come to the United States as an immigrant, and taught us that realizing the importance of being bilingual in the real world will have an effect on your future. He is a very successful business owner, which is allowing him to be a success story, and basically why immigrants choose to come to this country. Learning to speak English was what allowed him to allow his company to grow, and has taught me that you can't give up. Everything you do in this world is for a better future. And because of his independence and his determination to learn English as a second language, I am now able to be a first generation college student, and I will hopefully be graduating in May of 2019. I do have a sister who also did not grow up in the Spanish household. Her Spanish now is being affected. My mother, seen here, is the one who has had trouble learning to speak English. She's able to understand some words of it, but as of now, we have all become translators for her. And I do not regret doing any sort of thing for her, but I have told her that for her to be able to have a more better experience in the United States, she does have to learn or strive to teach herself to learn more English. With that, Natalie is helping her. According to Ortega's Understanding Second Language Acquisition, and I quote, "Many others will be forced by life circumstances to learn enough of the additional language to fend for themselves in selected matters of daily survival, compulsory education, or job-related communication. I hope that my first student teaching semester is a great experience for me. I look forward to learning more in second language acquisition and how different any other additional language can help me in my future as an educator. In the near future, I do plan to have more children, and with this, my number one desire is for them to learn Spanish first and then learn English as a second language. I love the results that have come from my daughter, And I see it as an educator that learning Spanish first allows children to succeed more by learning bilingual. I hope that you enjoy my vlog, and I look forward to seeing everybody else's vlogs as well.